everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another diecast restoration video. Now since the last one I hope everybody's keeping well and I hope you're all raring to go and looking forward to the video this time. Before we start, just like to say thank you to all my subscribers, old and new. There's been a few, you know, when you get, I don't know what it is, YouTube, they send you this thing how you've done the month. So I've had the last couple of months quite a few new subscribers, so thank you very much for those people that have just subscribed, and thank you to all the old faithfuls that you know, all of you that have been with me for a long time, so thanks very much for your support. Okay, so on to this video again. The model this time is another donation from Mr. Guy Uzi. So thanks very much for this one, Guy. And I had a little bit of trouble putting it back together, but it's a bit my fault because I tend not to try things before I put it together. Perhaps I should do that, and I'd save myself quite a bit of grief. But anyway, you'll see what happens as I'm putting it together. Anyway, we got there in the end. But the model this week is a CORGI Toys ROVER 2000 TC, and that's the Golden Jacks one. Excuse me, I've still got a bit of a cold and my throat's a bit sore still. Yeah, so that's the Golden Jacks one, and that's number 275 in the CORGI model numbers. Yeah, I'm quite pleased with the way it turned out in the end. You'll see on the window unit, there's something finishing on eBay, the sort of yellowy orange roof, the plastic part, you know, like the sunroof, somebody had already had a go at this model before. It's had rivets glued into it and all that, you'll see anyway, and they had glued that to the rest of the window unit, and I didn't want to pull it apart in case I broke the window unit, so I have put it in as it was. It's probably not quite high enough, you know, it should be slightly higher up into the roof, but you'll see what I mean. But other than that, it didn't turn out too bad at all, so I'm quite pleased with it. Anyway, I'll stop waffling and you'll see for yourselves. So as I always say, please sit back, relax, enjoy watching the video, see how I got on with this one. Okay, then let's take a closer look at this one. CORGI Toys ROVER 2000 TC, and she's a Golden Jacks, and I'm pretty sure it's been undone before because it's got a screw in the front. So that's alright, we'll undo it and have a look. The roof part's there. The window unit's quite good on here. I don't think there's any breaks in it, just a bit scuffed and a little bit of paint here and there. The spare wheel carrier is missing, and a couple of the jeweled headlights are missing, but that's not a problem, we'll sort that out. I have got some wheels I had from Mr. Ian Hulley, an assortment of these Golden Jacks. wheels, so we'll use those. The bumpers are all there on this one, which is unusual for these, and this one was white. It's not the green one, it's the white version. And this, as I said in the title, was very kindly donated to my channel by Mr. Guy Uzi. Thank you for that, Guy. You've sent me a lot of models, and it's much appreciated. And everybody who's sent me models, it's much appreciated, and I hopefully will get around to restoring all the ones I've been sent. As you know, I haven't got a lot of time, but I do hope to get around them all eventually. So yeah, we'll undo the screw and then we'll have a look. I'm not sure, that looks like it's been glued. I'm not sure if that's a rivet that's been put in there, or two rivets, or I'm not sure. Yeah, we're going to have a look. We'll have to have a look when I've got the tools. Okay, so I'm going to get the tools and then we'll get on with dismantling that. Right, okay, let's see what we can do here. Let's undo the screw first. I do have another one of these Golden Jacks Rovers to do. Okay, so that's, somebody's put this rivet in that's been glued in. Same with that one. I might clean those rivets up and save them. Okay, so let's take this apart. What have we got here? God, there's a lash up. Oh, so that's the interior. It's a nice hard plastic interior, that, so that will go in the ultrasonic cleaner. What have we got here? Yeah, so this suspension unit, it's got rivets, so we'd probably have to glue that back in, but there's plenty that, you know, we don't need to just glue these rivets. I don't think we can put spot glue underneath those, because it's a nice square that sits on the actual flat part of the base. So we will drill those out in a minute. Window unit, that's been a bit of a lash up as well. Oops, my tummy rumbling again. So that cool, starving. This window unit has had the sunroof glued into it. I don't know if that's how they work, but it's not cracked, so, well, it is cracked. It's got a crack there, but I don't think I'm going to worry too much about that crack, because otherwise it's a pretty good window unit. So we've got these bumpers with the dual lights missing. They are in a little cup, those. I don't know. Unfortunately, there's some glue on there. Look, that's. Oh, it will come off. It will come off. Well, I might push those out and put some in without the little cup. And put white ones in. Anyway, that can go in the ultrasonic cleaner. The back bumper is glued on. It has got a tiny little bit chipped off the corner, so we might be able to build that up with 5-second fix or something of that nature. See, it's just got that little side piece missing. Shouldn't be too difficult to build that up. Okay, so that's that. This bit's ready for the caustic. Look, no wonder they use loads of glue. Look, that's a bloody balls up. That post has been drilled out, cockeyed. Actually, all the posts have been very badly drilled out. A bit of a balls up. Bit of a bloody balls up. Whoever done that? Yeah, so you can see it's a bit proud. It's hard to see actually. I click that in. You see there? Oh, from there you can see it. See that rivet? It's too proud, sticking up, so that needs to be filed down. That needs to be filed down. There's just one on the front as well, I think. That needs to be filed down a bit as well, because this isn't going all the way up like it should. Maybe it is. Maybe it is, yeah it is, because it's right home there. In there. It's always difficult when they've been mucked around with before. But there you go, it's a bit more of a challenge, eh? So, I know I've got to file the top of these off. Move that screwdriver. I know people have said to me in the past, why don't you tap the rivet posts and use screws? Well, I haven't got any taps at the moment, not small enough. I've only got my big taps that I used, you know, for the real stuff. I'm not that keen on putting screws in, to be honest. I'm not that keen. I prefer to use the rivets and just glue them in. I guess that's, you know, that's a personal preference, but that's what I rather do. Oh, my stomach is going like mad. Excuse me. I still can't shake this cough off. Cough off, I'm a poet and I didn't know it. I still can't shake this blasted cough off from the cold I had when I came back from holiday. Right, so I've got to be careful here. Drill out this. There's my drillers flattening the rivet out. Yeah, that's a bit blunt. Very blunt. My stomach's still rumbling. I apologise if that comes out on the video. bloody plastic bit there. Ooh, not clever. I wonder if that has been glued as well. Oh, that's off. Right, yeah, that's off. So that's alright. There's one big one and one small one, look. So what we'll do, oh Christ, that fell out then, I didn't see which way that went in. Ah. Sugar. Sugar. Which way is that one? That way. That way. So that must be opposite. So it must go in that way. Look how corroded they are. Very corroded. That's it. So that's going to need a good clean up with a wire brush. Okay, so that's good anyway. We got this off. So that'll be just a case of gluing that back. Yeah. Okay. So that'll go in the ultrasonic cleaner. I'm assuming these are the same way. Tell you what, I'm going to take a photo of that. I'm going to take a photo. There. That's a good thing to do if you're not sure about something, just take a photo of it. Because how many times I've thought if only I'd have taken a photo of this. Right, I need another pot. I've got a rivet in there from somewhere else, or something else. Put that somewhere. Okay, so let's get these things out. Let's make sure they are the same. Oh, yeah, they're the same. Okay, put that in there. So this can go in the caustic now. This can go in the caustic as well. I'm a bit pissed off with this front rivet. I'm going to have to do something about that. I might forget a screw, and I'll probably... That's really badly drilled. Look at that. That's really gone wrong big time, that has. You know, I don't know if I've got one here now. These plastic things that come on the end of the brushes, if you've got a big enough one, these like plastic tubes, you can put that over. I don't think this one's quite big enough. No, I'll have to look one off a bigger brush. But once this has been in the caustic, you can put one of those over, and that will get you out the out the doo-doos. You just glue that over, and then that will hold it enough to put glue your rivet in. Otherwise, the glue might all drip down, and you know what I mean. It'll come out when you put the glue in for the rivet. It might all drip down, and then you end up with a right balls up. So I'll look if I've got a bigger one. I do keep all that sort of thing. I'll have to have a look, but that's what I might do with that. I'll show you when the time comes. Anyway, in the meantime, we will get this in the caustic. So I'll check before that these rivet posts are drilled deep enough for my rivets, and then we'll put it in the caustic. Okay, see you over at the caustic soda bath. Okay, here we are then, out the caustic, all cleaned up, ready for the primer. What I've done with these rivet posts that were badly drilled out before, I've put a little sort of plastic straw thing, that bit that goes over the paint brushes, the fine brushes when you get them, that little plastic tube at the end. I've cut one of those. I've cut it, you know, lengthways, and I've cut it a little section out long ways, and I've put it in. Just, you know, basically so when you put the glue in to put the rivets in, it's not going to go right through and spill out everywhere. So that's all you need. That's good enough. I have been, how shall I say, scathed for doing this before, but every time I've done it, it has worked fine. It's done the job it's supposed to do. You know, these models are not going to get played with, well, not whilst I own them anyway. And you know, even if they are, even that's just plastic, half of the post is plastic, half is metal, it's still going to stand up to quite a bit of roughness. So I've done that one in the back as well. So that's adequate for what we need. Okay, I did learn that off another model restorer watching on YouTube. He said that's what he does, and I thought, not sure. I thought I'll have a go. I tried it. I think it was actually on a Rover 2000 that I did it on last time. And yeah, it worked fine, so that's what I'm going to do. Oh God, I've swallowed the wrong way. Okay, so there's the base, that's cleaned up as well. Okay, so I'm going to catch you when that's done. We'll have a look, see what it looks like with the primer on. Okay, catch you in a bit. Right, what I've just had to do, because I hadn't noticed it before, and it's done alright, but on this side, yeah, I don't know if you can see, the corner of the bumper was gone. Oh, I'm doing the wrong way because I got the camera in a different angle. Yeah, the corner of this bumper was gone, and you can probably see by the light shining through where I've done it with 5-second fix. So I've gradually built it up with a 5-second fix, and then I've filed it and I've sanded it down. So I'm hoping it's going to be okay. It looks alright from what I've done there. Now this front, the lights are missing in the middle, and I've only got some darker yellow lights, almost orangey jeweled lights. I got these from that Temu again. Got 2 boxes of them, yellow ones. They're flat back, that's the only thing. They don't have the conical shape. Now what I've done, I've put some milliput in the back to fill the holes, because they should have some cups, the little lead or whatever they are cups, and those were missing. They weren't in there. The cups were gone, the lights were gone. So I've put these in. They're going to be darker yellow, like I say, or orangey. I'm hoping it won't matter, because they're only like, well, say they're spotlights, I suppose, I don't know. But either I did that or I took the whole lot out and put all the white ones in, so I thought I'll do that. Now I've just got to do this now with Molotov. I've got to paint the whole thing with Molotov, same with the back bumper, and then leave it a few days, and then I'll do the lights, the indicators, and the side lights. I'll do that after, but I'm going to do the whole lot all the lights and everything with Molotov, and then like I say, I'll put the indicators and all that in, and the side lights. So that's where we're up to there. The actual casting itself, I've painted and lacquered. Dang, there's a bit of dirt in there. It must have gone under the lacquer. Bugger, that's a shame. Anyway, you won't hardly, you will hardly notice it, I should say. It's you know, only in my shots, my camera, my outdoor shots, my camera really picks out every detail. You know, you look at the model with the naked eye, you think, cool, that's lovely, that looks really nice. And then you look at my shots, close-up shots, and then they show up every single little blemish or mark, you know, that there is on the casting. Anyway, that's where I'm up to with that. The base is painted as well. Here we go. Base is painted that grey. Now what I've got to do is clean up all the golden jacks on the bottom. I'll paint those gold, well not gold but bronzy colour I suppose. Yeah, so that's where I'm up to so far on that one. Okay, I'll come back to you when I've done a bit more. Okay, here we go then. I'm going to do this Molotov. Don't know how well it's going to cover, that's the only thing. Perhaps I should have done it black first. I thought I might get away with it. We'll see. Covering that well. But I don't really need to do the whole lot of the inside here like this, but it's hard not to do it. He's missed a big bit there. The trouble is when you go over it, that's when you make it go dull. Well, that's not too bad. Right, I'll hang that up to dry and then I'll have a go at this one. So this is going to take a little bit longer because it's around the lights and that. Perhaps I should have done it before putting the lights in, but I didn't want to be touching the Molotov too much after I'd done it, you know, because that's when you get fingerprints over it. Unless you leave it about flipping 3-4 weeks, you'll end up getting fingerprints over it. So I'm going to do this off camera now, and then I'll come back to you when that's done. Right, well, I've done this with a nail buffer, and I've polished it. Unfortunately, it has got a crack just across there. I don't know if you can see it, but anyway, I'm now going to dip it in the pledge. So this is Pledge Revive It. Oh, I should have picked it more up at the side. Oh, that's where I want to get it, where the back pillar is. Right. Make sure to get all the drips off. After I polished it, I did wash it in fairy liquid, because I find if you don't do that, then the Revive It, the pledge, goes all blotchy. Right, so we got that in there. Which one am I going to put on there? I'm going to put that lid on there and this lid on here. Okay, I've got the lids mixed up in the past rather. So that will go up on the shelf until we're ready to put the model together. Okay, so there you go. Put that up on my shelf. Right, I started polishing these, but my drill went flat. So I did say, you know, I was going to go and do the actual golden jacks, paint them, whatever, but they're actually brass, or they look brass, so they're coming up with this wire wheel on my drill. And I put it on my drill because it doesn't spin so fast, you don't get all the little bits of wire flying out into your jumper and everything. So I don't use my Dremel or my I've got another cheap one like the Dremel. I have got a proper Dremel, but I never use those wire wheels on that anymore because I know I'm going to get full of spikes in my jumper and whatever. And as hard as you might try, you'll never get all the bits out, I don't find anyway, and I've actually thrown good clothes away because of it, and I'm not going to do that anymore. So I put it in my rechargeable drill. So I'm going to finish doing this when my battery's charged, whoops, and then we'll be ready really to put it together. I've done that. I did that yesterday, and the back bumper doesn't look too bad. I don't know what it looked like in the close-up shots, but certainly looks okay to the naked eye. I might have to just tweak it a bit around the lights. Camera picks up more than your eye. This I've done detailing, not easy. It was a bit shaky. I had a new brush, and it was a bit, there were a couple of long bristles sticking out more than I thought, and with my magnifying glasses on to do it, I made a bit, well, not balls up, but it didn't go as well as I would have wanted it to. Anyway, that's got on there, I don't know if you can see it, not easy because the oh, excuse me, still got this cold because of the light, the way it's shining, and on the white background, but not too bad. Okay, so that's where I'm up to so far. I've got to do the you know, the indicators and the rear lights on the back there. So yeah, I'll get back to you when I've done a bit more. Okie dokie. Right, okay then. Let's have a look at what I've done. I've put the number plates on. Now put my camera nice and high this time because after the last video I was going out of shot so much. I'm sorry about that, but I had my camera sort of down here, and I thought, you know, well, the last one, it was a little bit embarrassing because it was only until I came to put the clips together that I realised how much out of shot I'd gone, so I'm trying not to do it this time. I might have gone out of shot in the earlier parts of this video because this is another one that's taken me a few weeks. I've just been doing a bit at a time. But anyway, I've done the detailing, I've done the indicators and rear lights, reversing lights, put the Jersey number plate on. I've done this Rover at the front here. I thought I might put black wash in, but then I decided against it because I'll probably balls it up and I don't want to do that at the last minute. So I've done the indicators and side lights on there. I've tried to do, I wish it would go into focus, it's not easy to see. I've tried to do the Rover badge as best I can, but it's quite small. I've done the number plate on the front. That's about it there. Hang on, I'll take this off. I don't need this on the clamps anymore. This is the clamps. It's just if they're hanging up the parts out of my way, they're less likely to get lost. And then there's the back bumper. Right, so we're pretty well ready to put it back together. There's a couple of bits I need to do first. So again, I've got the reproduction spare wheel carrier. Now that's going to have to be glued in, so we'll do that first. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue around the inside of the casting there, around the inside of the hollow. I better put my glasses on for this. There we go. Not too much. Not too much, but I need enough. Okay, too much. Not easy to get it to go where you want it. Put a little bit on there. Okay. Right. So we'll put him in. Got to go this way. I half thought to pick out the Rover badge on there. I don't know if ever they were printed, you know, on the real cars, whether there was a Rover badge on there, and if it was a soft, I don't know if it's a soft or hard case, but whether it was painted, the badge, or not, I don't know. So I'm just going to leave it like that for now. It's something I could do at a later date. Right, let's get her in before the flipping glue dries. Let's get her in. I will put a little bit more glue on the inside of that. That little bit there. That'll just help to make doubly sure. Probably I'm sticking my head in the way now, am I, in front of the camera? I don't know. I might have to hold this a little bit until it's dry. Okay, I've been holding it for a little bit. I'm still not, well, I don't think it's quite 100% dry yet, so I'm just going to move that Now the next bit we need to do, we need to get these golden jacks in. Now I've got them here, so I need one of the axles, and we'll put them in, one on each end. Make sure they're both the same way. Now what we need to do here, you've got like a flat side there, that side, and you've got like a jack bit that side. Then you want the flat side to be towards the bottom of the car, so they've got to go in that way. Hold that up. Oh, I don't know if you can see, it's a bit fiddly, especially when they start to come off the axle. Come on. I'll get them in a minute. There you go. So if you look, the underside, see the step side is there, and the flat side is on the bottom. So that's what we want, front and back the same. So we'll put the others on this axle. You're okay, because this can go either way, so as long as you've got the two jacks on the axle the same way, you're okay. So that needs to go in that way now, basically the step side upwards. So put that in, Bidet, come on, in you go, John. Come on, get in there. Oh, there we go. There. Right, that's in. Okay, now this piece here has to go on there, and that holds it all in. And this also, these bits here hold the wheels in. Right, okay, let's put this back. So I'm going to have to glue this because I had to drill the rivets, if you remember. Put the glasses back on. So I'll put some glue around there. I'm not all that, sorry, I'm still going out shot. I'm not all that keen at putting glue like this, because I'm worried it's going to fog the windscreen up, because it's below. It's below, and it could quite easily fog the windscreen. Excuse me. I'll put a bit on each corner. Don't want that coming apart. I really don't. Okay, put the glue there. Okay then, let's get that in there. Maybe put a little bit more on the top. Okie dokie, that's that bit. We better leave that dry for a little bit and all. Make sure it's tightly stuck to the base. Okay, so I'm going to hold that and then we'll come back to it. Right, okay, that is stuck okay. So we can try it out. lift the jacks up. They are actually quite stiff. It does put quite a strain actually on that base. Anyway, slip the wheels on. Slip a couple of the wheels on, and then put the jacks down. Okay, jobbied there. Let's try put the front ones, see if the front ones work. Lift it. Wheel on there. Wheel on there. Actually, I should have checked which wheel I put on, because one of them, oh that's alright, one of them had a flat spot, and I was going to put that as the spare wheel. Okay, I'll drop that on the floor. Okay, we got that on. Put the jacks up. Fine, and there we got a roller. Okay, that was my missus just going past the washing machine, so I had to turn the camera off. One thing I did forget was my window unit, and I'll tell you what, it's come up really nice. Lovely and shiny. Really, really nice. Pleased with that. Okay, so let's get this, and we'll shut the cover, turn her over, and we chuck the window unit in. Not chuck it in, but put it in nicely. Yep, it's looking good. What next? Interior, yeah. I'm not going to paint the steering wheel, I'm going to leave it. I want it to be as close to the CORGI model as they made it, but with a little bit of extra detailing. So that in there. Then we need to put our front bumper and front in. Now what have I done to the front that's made that not want to go? Oh dear. Oh dear. I might have to drill that a little bit out, a bit more. Okay, just bear with me, I'm going to drill that a little bit more. Do I drill it or file it? I'm not sure. I'm going to make the hole bigger anyway. Okay, I did it with a file, it fits. So that's done. That just, yeah, you know, I thought, oh, here we go again. So we need to put the back bumper in now. If you remember, I built up the end, so hopefully that's going to fit. Yep, we got that in. Is it though? Oof. Actually, I might need to do the same with this. Ugh. It's hard to see where I need to file it. Needs to go forward a little bit, I think. Okay, I'm going to have to file that. Right, well that was a bit of a balls up, because what I ended up doing was breaking the corner of the bumper off that I had repaired, so I've had to do it all again. Of course, you know what it's like when you've molotov something, even though it's been done for a couple of days, and you handle it, it goes a bit dull. Anyway, I've done it. I'll just have to go over with a molotov once the car's back together. Just the edges of the bumper now have turned out turned out over now, and that's knocked the interior out again. Okay, so let's get this on. I'll just try it first. I don't want any more balls ups. So what I might do, yeah, I'm going to put the back rivets in first, and then I'll leave those dry. I think that's the best way, because it's rocking a little bit, not sure why. Everything seems to be in straight, but it could be where I built those rivet posts up. Right, let's get some glue in there. As you know, it's not my favourite part of the restoration, that's for certain sure. You're wondering if I'm better off. I'm going to take the base off to put the glue in, I think. Yeah, got glue all over my flipping fingers now. It's not what you want to do. Not what you want to do, that's for sure. Now these rivet posts are a little bit on the big side, so I'm putting plenty glue in this time, I don't care. Sod it. Plenty glue's going in. Right, okay. Oh, fudge. That's just not what you want to do, for sure. That's not what you want to do. Only happens to the living, as far as I know anyway. Right, okay, let's get these rivets in before anything else bloody happens. Right, I'm going to hold that together like this, and come back to you when that's dry. Okie dokie then, I think that's dry enough, so let's get the rivet in the front. Some glue down the hole. I think that's enough. Right, now push this in. Again, I'm going to have to hold this. Okay, so I'm going to hold it and then we'll come back. We'll come back to it. Right, okay, I think that should be dry enough. Just in time because my battery's saying it's flat on the camera. So that looks quite nice. Quite pleased with that. Yeah. Right, what we got to do? Forgot about that. Glasses on, I can't see what I'm doing. Let's get the lid open and get the old spare wheel in there. Tight fit. It is a tight fit with those tyres. I don't know if it's going to shut. Yeah, just but not great. There you go. Oh no, she keeps popping open now. It's just a little bit. Might leave the wheel out, to be honest. Anyway, it's there. But I think that's going to keep popping open. Never mind. Never mind. Okay then, that's it, done. Another one saved from the Corgi scrapyard. My thanks again to Mr. Guy Uzi for sending me this model, and I hope you approve of what I've done with it, Guy. So thank you very much, and yeah, I hope you've all enjoyed watching this video. The way it's turned out, I think it looks quite nice. Okay, so we're going to do the shots, the outdoor shots as usual, and again we'll do the turntable, compare before and after. So if you've enjoyed this one, please come again next time for the next video. Not sure when it will be, but I usually put 10 days in between them now. It gives me a chance to sort of keep on top of things. So yeah, please join me again next time for another diecast restoration, and until then, please take care, look after yourselves, and we'll see you then. Ta-ra, bye, abato. Uh-oh.